Welcome to the coreross channel. It is patch notes day yet again. So, update 2.1. This is finally bringing us one-step matchmaking. So, I'm very curious how fast this will be when it's out and launched. So, this should be awesome. This means we're going to finally have an improved matchmaking system. I've had such a pain in the ass with the current matchmaking system, so I'm hoping this is going to make it so much faster. Less downtime, more time actually playing the game, less time playing matchmaking simulator. So hopefully this is going to work as advertised. As far as I know, on the technical test server, it did work really well. So once it goes live, I'm really hoping this is going to be perfect. So yeah, one-step matchmaking finally. Hitboxes. So hitboxes are getting reworked, and it means if you hit a player in their actual kind of physical body, they will be damaged. But if you hit parts of like the earmuffs or helmet, anything that isn't an actual body, you won't get a kill. Now they are planning to add in kind of an effect. So say you shot bullets in the earmuff or the helmet, you would get like a spark, like the bullets ricocheting off the armor. Unfortunately, that's not getting added in for potentially a while. So I'm expecting there will be a lot of pissed off people who think they get a headshot, but they're just missing the actual body. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. Hopefully, this is going to be a good change, and it'll hopefully come to every operator. But for the moment, we've not got that second step, which will be the physical spark when you don't hit the target. But overall, this should be very good. Like for Blitz, it's going to be obviously great because he has these massive earmuffs that were made his head so much bigger. Same with IQ, her head is so much bigger than say Ash. And you can even see like here with the Rook, we're losing quite a chunk of his kind of waist and all that. So we're going to see quite a big change, I would think, over the kind of future with the hitboxes, which is really good. So there will be a redesign of hitboxes for all operators. The new design will make it the thing so only occur when you actually hit the human body. So baggy clothing, pouches, headgear, bags, accessories, extra will not be included in the hitbox of all operators. This change will impact present and future operators and will allow for a full artistic freedom on character models and customization without a heavy impact on gameplay balancing. Now this is an interesting one, customization and all that. That means really their art department can go freaking nuts because they probably had to kind of keep it within relatively the hitbox before. So you could see like spiky helmets soon, or like completely different designs for helmets or gear or armor. Like that really could be dramatically different from what we've got now. And that'll be interesting to see what the artwork department comes up with. Unfortunately, that means probably not realistic gear, but we'll see what they come up with. Now, there's no actual list saying what operator is actually coming with these hitboxes. They kind of, like from reading this, it sounds like all of them. But I'm kind of skeptical if that's the case. But if it is, that could be really good, and it gives a buff to all three armor operators. Like Capcan has suddenly just got smaller. Like every heavy operator is suddenly now a smaller operator. So it's going to be interesting to see how that actually impacts gaming. Now, game balancing. They are going to be balancing Glaz, so basically nerfing his gun. So he got a really good scope, turned out to be too good. So now they're making his gun worse. It's going to be a controversial one. We'll have to see how this plays out. Interestingly, he still has his smokes. So Glaz is keeping his smokes. But some of the operators that could have actually helped him, like Ash and that, are no longer going to get their smokes. So it's going to be interesting. Here's the detailed statistics. So there's a link in the description below if you want to go check all these details out. But yeah, it is basically a big nerf to his gun. And Ash and Thermite smoke grenades are being replaced by stun grenades, which I am really surprised Ash is getting stun grenades. Really? I would have given her a claymore Because, yeah, stun grenades on a Russian character that just rushes straight into the objective. Not too happy with that. That is going to be interesting to see how that plays out. That is definitely not what I thought. And Thermite with stun grenades, I guess that it will actually be somewhat useful. But I probably would have preferred to keep the smokes on Thermite. And then Fuse and Jackal are losing their stun grenades and getting smoke grenades. Yeah, alright. So yeah, interesting, really. Yeah, that Ashe losing her smokes for stuns, that is a surprising one. I feel like that's one they're gonna regret. We'll see how that works out. I think they're gonna regret that. So spawn killing. This is something they're really trying to fix on all the maps during Operation Health. This is actually one of their main focuses, and hopefully it really will help. So there is actual places where you can quite literally get killed when you spawn. Like literally when you appear, you can get shot. So they're adding in some different areas that will hopefully mean that spawn killing it is harder. So to be clear, they're not worried if you for instance, if you move out of your spawn here and then you get shot by popping out from like behind the van here, that's fair game. The developers are fine with that. What they want to stop is people being able to actually kill you when you have appeared at the spawn, so you don't have any time to do anything, you don't have any time to react. So up here at this window, they were able to get down here and shoot at the enemies, so they're adding in these rocks. They're adding in something here. Oh yeah, they're adding in some metal sheets that stops people from just jumping out of this window and immediately shooting at the spawn point. So good. They're actually closing this window off here, actually giving it a metal cover, so you won't even be able to see, which is going to be actually very powerful, because I loved looking out this window and looking for people repelling on these windows. So now you will not be able to do that at all. So yeah, that's going to be quite a nerf to anyone who's on here. Is going to have any attackers out here is going to be much safer than they were before. So it actually makes these two windows far more viable than I previously. I never went in these windows because they were just not safe from this. So I'll actually probably be going in those windows much more often now. So they're fixing some exploits. Oh, so they're actually. I thought they wouldn't be able to fix this bug. I thought this was impossible. So actually being able to melee people through Mira's window, because you can do that on the plain windows as well. I did not expect them to actually be able to fix that. So that's interesting. Maybe Operation Health is helping here. Oh yeah, I'm being able to actually hide Capcan's bombs in actual environments, so you couldn't even see them. So yeah, that's cool. Fix error codes to timing out servers. Yeah, okay. New post-match and pre-match flow. Once a match is completed, players will be presented with new menu options that allow you to choose when to re-enter the matchmaking flow from the after-action report. Oh, that's cool. So maybe speed up a little bit. And the squad leader can choose when to re-enter matchmaking. That's great. Anything that speeds it up is really cool. So that's awesome. And keep playing as a team option. So this, if you find some random people, you can just choose to keep playing with them. That's cool. I like that. All pretty good fixes. And then main bug fixes, which is your usual array of changes. Nothing too interesting as far as I know. But a good selection, considering we got nothing fixed in the last patch. It's very good to see we are getting a lot of changes. So some good stuff. I like the fact they are fixing the Mira melee bug. That is actually really cool, and I didn't think that'd be a thing. Very good to see the spawn point protection. So defenders only need to go a little bit further in order to actually see through this bit, but hopefully these changes will be quite effective. This is surprising. Like, this is going to change tactics when it comes to going in this objective. And really big nerfs to Glaz and his sniper rifle, which is, it's really sad to see. I would have preferred some sort of nerf to the thermal scope in some way and keeping his rifle actually as powerful as it is, but I guess this is what they think is the best choice, so we'll see if it does play out that way. Hitboxes, really cool. If this is everybody that's getting a new hitbox, that's going to be awesome. And then when they do get to the phase 2 and making the sparks on hitting like the earmuffs and that'll be really perfect. And I hope it doesn't take too long for that to come out. I don't think it's coming for 2.2, but hopefully maybe before the Hong Kong season, or maybe as the Hong Kong season comes out. And finally, one-step matchmaking. So it's great to see this coming in. I'm hoping this will really speed up matchmaking. Like I say, it's my main problem with the game, really. And if that speeds it up, I'm going to be super happy. So this patch will be launching on PC first and then on console later, but I don't know when. It doesn't seem to say on this page at all, but I'm guessing that there'll be obviously a post on their Twitter or on the Reddit that will identify when the patches are going live, on what platform. And really waiting a little bit for the console one, I don't think it's going to be a major issue, because it just means the PC guys are basically beta testing for us. If there's anything majorly wrong, we won't get the patch, which is kind of nice. And if this all works out, we will get it and we'll know it's going to work. So, perfect. So that is the patch notes for 2.1. It's looking really good. There's a lot of good stuff in this. If you were expecting loot packs, they were in the technical test server, but they were only in there for testing. They're not actually part of the 2.1 update. The alpha packs will be coming in 2.2. which is probably going to be next month, I would expect. Maybe early on next month, like this patch is early on this month. But maybe if we're lucky, we'll get it at the end of this month, but I think it'll be next month. So that's when alpha pack's coming in 2.2. So guys, thank you very much for watching. That is the patch notes for 2.1 for Operation Health, and I'll catch you next time.